Hello everyone, this is Vijit from AJSD Development. As a part of our peer education session, we have our interns discussing about various technical topics. So today we have Keerthi. She is going to discuss about deployment using GSet and VS Code package XML. This training program helps to improve the communication skill of our interns and also helps visitors like us to revisit on the technical topic. So at the end of the session, we'll be having a question answer session related to this topic. We can discuss during that about your doubts. So now over to you, Keerthi.
Thank you, Vijit, for the introduction. Hi, everyone. I'm Keerthi Majete from AJSD Development. Today, I'm going to present about deployment using GSet and VS Code package XML. We'll go to the agenda. We'll discuss about the introduction of deployment, what is deployment, purpose of deployments, and different deployment tools. And we'll focus more on deployments using GSet and deployments using VS Code package.xml file. And we'll have a hands-on demo, live demo on these two topics. And later we'll move on to the questions. Introduction of deployments. Deployment is a process of making software available to be used on a system. In simple terms, we can say deployment means pushing the changes or updates from one environment to the other environment. In Salesforce context, we can understand the deployment as the process of moving the metadata from the source org, one org, to the other org. The source org can be a developer org, the target org can be a sandbox, and it can be from developer org to developer org or from sandbox to production. In the software development lifecycle, I'm explaining about the main purpose of deployment. The developers will not develop directly in the production environment. They develop in their own environments and they move the components to a staging environment or a source control. From there, all the configurations, code, metadata, everything has been deployed to the next level. Once the testing is done, again, all the metadata components, the functionalities are moved to the sandbox, UAT, and then to the production. So deployment is, we can say, the final process after the development in the life cycle. There are many development tools provided by the Salesforce, like Apex. We can deploy Apex in the developer console, and we can use Salesforce extensions for Visual Studio Code and Code Builder. And we can also deploy using develop and deploy using metadata API, and we can use Ant migration tool and also the change sets. And there are other tools like Ant, Copado, AutoRabbit, and GearSet. Today, Salesforce also provides a DevOps center, which will integrate the development, deployment, and also the version control system. Today, we are focusing more on the GearSet deployments and VS Code package XML, how we deploy the components from one org to the other org. GearSet deployment, it is a deployment tool. Now we are going to discuss about how the metadata can be moved from one org to the other org using the GearSet. What can I do with the GearSet? Using GearSet, we can compare metadata between two environments. That means two different orgs. It can be in the GearSet, it can be from scratch org to scratch org, or sandbox to a production, or developer org to developer org, and vice versa. Deploy metadata from one org to other org. We will deploy, we can achieve the deployment, like we can move the metadata from the source org to the target org. For example, if the source org contains metadata like classes and objects, that can be completely deployed to the target org using this tool. It reduces risks with rollbacks and metadata backups. That means in case if we deployed the wrong components or we deployed to the wrong target org and or in any case we need to do some modifications and then deploy. In that case, the gear set provides the feature to roll back. We can roll back all the components deployed from the target org. And it also tracks changes between environments, and it provides the detailed reports. It provides detailed reports that contain the changes between two environments. What are the metadata changes? What more components are included? What is the difference between them? It generates the reports. It also integrates version control into your deployment process. We have many version control systems like Bitbucket, GitLab, GitHub. It directly uh, integrates in the it directly integrates with the Salesforce org. Like without use of middleware, we can directly connect the Salesforce org with the GitHub branch. We can move the metadata directly from the org to the GitHub branch repository, remote repository. We'll move on to the demo. Before demo, I will list you the steps to sign into your GearSet. GearSet is we have a free trial version to log into the GearSet. It will be there for 30 days, and we can avail all the unlimited features, and also we'll get the support for the 30 days. Uh, the steps are like we have to choose data storage location and choose the account login. I choose Google. We can also choose Salesforce or LinkedIn. And once the GearSet account is created, we can straight away log in. This is the link where we get the steps how to sign up in the GearSet. And we'll move on to the demo. This is the landing page of the GearSet. Here, now as I am deploying from one org to other org, I choose this compare and deploy in the metadata deployments. I choose this. Once I choose this, I got this landing page. Here, this is the source location. This is the target. We can deploy from Salesforce org to the other org, and we can also move the metadata components from Salesforce org to directly the source control. Here, it is connected to different source control. These are all the source control: GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, everything. Now we are not using the source control. Now we are moving from org to org. I have to choose this Salesforce org. And first time when we want to move, we have to authenticate using this. Click this and enter the org name, username and password, and authorize. I already authorized, which will be available in the drop down. This is a source org. It started checking the components, and it will retrieve the metadata components and get the list. Here in the target also, I already authenticated. I choose the target environment. It takes time. It has many functionalities, but we are more now focusing on org deployment. CI/CD integration can also be achieved using the GearSet. And this is a point and click. With the point and click itself, we can select the required metadata components to be deployed without using a code. Takes time. And once it is deployed, we'll also get the complete document to the mail. I'll also show that. Here, 1105 metadata items found to be compared. Here, we found 1084 metadata components. This is source and this is the target. Now we have to click compare now. Here, this is the source or target or, and it also shows the API version, how many metadata types are there. 63 metadata types available. Spring 24 release. is retrieving all the complete metadata items. So it is taking.
Keerthi, do you have any logged in environment for source and target?
Yes, 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 Vijay.
Okay.
This is the source environment. We have a object, custom object I have created. In the source environment, I have created a new custom object, which is not available in the target. This is target. This one is target. This is source. You can identify using this name also. Is the target. In this, we cannot find. After deploy, we'll be able to have it here.
Okay, thank you.
Now we got the list of the metadata items to be compared. Here, these 1753, these are all the items to be, these are the compared items, and these are new, 143 new items. That means other than target org, we have 143 extra new items in the source. 29 are changed, 0 deleted. And out of these, we can choose the metadata components, what all the components we can deploy to the target environment. Using this component type also we can filter, and here we can directly search with the name itself. Now I am using this filter. Now first I'll retrieve the classes. I'm selecting the classes. Next, I'll select the custom object. Custom object. Okay, directly I will select here. This is the custom object I'm going to choose. And classes. Apex classes. Yes. These are the Apex classes. I'll remove the custom object. Okay. I have an Apex class and a custom object. Now I am deploying these two selected components to the target. I click next. We have the warning. It also proposes any dependent components while deploying, because if we deploy one component which is dependent on other, we'll get a fail. Now it is showing the different profiles. It is not best practice to deploy profiles. Then instead we can use permission sets to be deployed. So right now I am not checking this box. I am proceeding to pre-deployment summary. These are the components. I have already selected list of the components. If we have anything test class, I have one test class. We can validate the test class here. Specify test to run. This is a test class. We can run the test before deployment, and then we can deploy. Here, as we it is showing test coverage is not covered. I just kept the sample test. We can again back to the results and again select the object alone. Right now, I select the custom object. Some technical glitch has come. Previously, I have the deployment history. I deployed the test class also. Yeah, and the class and custom object. This is a code quality improvements. Like if we didn't follow the best practices, it will specify here. This is only a warning. And these are the suggested fixes. We can choose or it is not preferred to choose the profiles during the deployment process. I'm proceeding to pre-deployment summary. Now I selected Apex class and custom object. Now the deployment is successful. This deployment, we'll get the report in the deployment history. This is the deployment history. These are the many successful deployments I have done previously. This is the latest one. This also provides the report and the selected components. If we want to deploy to another remote target environment, we can use this option. We can also roll back. What are the components deployed in the target arc can be rolled back. That means we cannot, it is like save if we didn't deploy how the target arc is without any the demo object, the same. The same way it will be once it rolled back. Let's see the target environment, whether we can see the demo object. It is successfully deployed. This is the target environment. Now, if we want, we can roll back and show that option. It again compares even for to delete any component also. The same procedure continues. But here it is not showing source to target. Within the target, we are deleting the component. Even for one or two components also, it has to retrieve all the components, so it takes time.
Are you getting any email notification regarding this?
Yes, this is the latest one. This is the deployment result. Like if it is successful, we'll get the result like this. We can check the report in the deployment history. Here also it is available. This is the detailed report of the deployment history, like how many are selected, what all components are deployed. We'll get the list here. This is the layout. custom object. Everything, even if we deploy a single component or set of components also, for everything immediately we'll get a mail notification. Yeah, these are now I am rollback. I'm doing rollback. This custom object, everything. Now this custom object will get deleted in the target environment. No issues. These two we are going to delete. So now it is rolled back. You'll see in the target environment. Now it is already available. Now I will refresh. It is not available. Now it is not available. Now we'll go back to the presentation. We'll move on to the deployments using VS Code package XML. Can anyone help me in removing this, like hiding this bar?
You can click escape.
Okay, thank you. And again, if I want to again. Okay, thanks. Deployments using VS Code package.xml file. VS Code is a open source tool where we can develop many components in the Salesforce as well as in other domains. We can develop code in the VS Code and package XML. First, we'll get to know about the package.xml. Package.xml is a collection of metadata components and identifies them with their API name, listing every component by type and corresponding with each metadata file. In the simple sense, we can understand package.xml is a file in the XML format. XML means extensible markup language, same like it is a type like HTML. It's a file in that format which contains the list of metadata components what we want to deploy from the source org to the target org. Is a Salesforce org or environment may contain n number of metadata components, but if we want to be specific, like 10 components, 15 components, like regarding the project, few set of components we want to deploy or retrieve in a single click in the VS Code, like local machine, then we make use of this package.xml file. This is the sample package XML. This is a sample package XML file. This is common for all the package XML files, and it consists of types, members, and name. It is also having closing tags and opening tags, the same like in HTML. Like types, type specifies represents the type of metadata. Like here, the type is Apex class. In the Apex class, the name represents the name of the metadata component name. Members represents the name of the component. Like in Apex class, we have many classes. It comes in the members. Here, only case data, the class called case data is added. If we have more classes, we can keep on adding the members. Here, all the components, custom object, Apex class, custom tag, flexi page, everything is included in this XML. So if we want to retrieve or deploy, we can, with a single click, we can deploy all the components or we can retrieve all the components at a time. That is the purpose of this package. That means we are making into a package all the components instead of individually retrieving or deploying in VS Code. When we are moving from dev staging to QA or QA to UAT, this is very helpful. Package.xml. Only one time we have to build up this package XML. If we create a Apex class, we can get this package XML syntax in the Google or Salesforce help documents. We can search and we can add. Only thing is we have to add the API name of the particular metadata component. Once the package is built, then at a time in a single shot, we can retrieve all these corresponding components. The Salesforce extensions, and from the package XML here, it will check the API name and it will retrieve the corresponding XML file of the component, or it will retrieve the same. We can use the same package XML for both retrieve and deploy. I'll show you in the demo. Quickly we'll move into demo. Here I have already created a empty project file, which is empty, like we don't have even objects, layouts, no LWC components, nothing. It is an empty project file. I created a project file with manifest. Why I created manifest is we have the package XML file. In the manifest folder, we have already a package XML file. This is a sample package XML. Star specifies when you use star, all the Apex components will get retrieved or deployed. If we specify a API name, only one component will, only that particular component will be retrieved. Same in Apex class. For our requirement, like if we don't want to retrieve or deploy Apex component, we can remove this completely. So we have to build up the package XML according to our requirement. This is a sample. This is a lightning component bundle or a definition. Each component will have its own syntax types. A small difference in the syntax in giving the API name, like layouts and email template folders. This is the XML file. Now first I will show you how we can retrieve the individual components from the org. Here I authorized with the source org. So from this browser, these are all the components present in the source org. I authorized with the source org. I think you can see here. Authorized with the source org. From the source org, I can choose the components so that now I am retrieving one particular component. Now I'll go to custom object. I have demo custom object in the source. I'll refresh it. Okay, we'll retrieve LWC component or class, Apex classes. Sometimes there will be refresh issue, so we will not be able to see. There is a demo class and there is another class. Individually, now I am retrieving the classes. Now what I'm doing is from the org, from the cloud, I am retrieving into my local machine. Previously, there is no class. Now once I retrieve, it got auto-filled. See, this class is called autofill. Every class has an XML file. There is a class and a XML file. So when we include these components in the package XML, automatically it will check with the API name, and this corresponding XML file has been deployed to the target org. Now individually I have deployed. Let's see how we individually I have retrieved. I will, for example, if I have more number of components, for every component I can't, checking, we may miss few components. So instead, we can use the package XML file to retrieve all the components. We have a package XML file. I already built a package XML in the manifest folder. Here, this is the package XML. We got it, the sample package XML when I created the project. This is the new package XML file I created, getting the custom object name and the class name, flows, everything I have included. Now we can replace this package XML. I'll remove all these things. Now we are building the package XML. What all components has to be retrieved or deployed, we are going to include here. Deleted. I got the syntax from Google. And this package XML we also get from the gear set after successful deployment. Now I will I have created a package XML. And also I'll choose another component, like 2 components at a time we can retrieve. Lightning component bundle. And also the first object. So I am adding up here. Like that we can add n number of components. Now I use this package XML file to retrieve all these 2 at a time. I have used star. So if the source or contains more than one flow, all the components will be, all the flows will be retrieved to the local machine. See here, there are no flows right now. There are no flows. Once I retrieve, there will be flow in the local project folder, the local machine. I'm saving it. I'm retrieving. Now I am retrieving from the source org to the local machine. Retrieve is successful. So this is the demo object and this is the flow. We'll check. Previously flow was not there. Now there is a flow. This is the flow. This is also an XML file regarding flow. What are the configurations we have given in the flow will be here in this format, XML format. And also previously we couldn't find the demo object there. Sometimes due to a refresh issue, we will not find, but it is retrieved now. Object, see demo object. When we retrieve the custom object includes the fields. See, all the fields got retrieved. These are the fields, list views and validation rules. All these are related to custom object. It doesn't mean custom object means created a new custom object. It can be account standard objects also, and it can be custom objects also. All comes under the metadata type name custom object. So we could retrieve now in the local machine. In the same way, if we want to deploy, now I will show you how can we deploy to the target org individually, and then I will show using package XML how can we deploy all the components together. I am changing the org now. I am changing from source org, switching to the target org. Now I have all the data within the project folder in the local machine. Now here the local machine, that VS Code is a middleware. From here I am deploying to the target environment. So now we will deploy a class. I'll try to deploy. Individually we can deploy by using right click, deploy source to org. Now from the source is the project file, to the target org, this supermarket class will get deployed. See, we have an error. wantedly I deployed. Actually, this supermarket class is dependent on the product. So if we want to deploy supermarket means we have to follow a order. First, we have to deploy product map and then supermarket. Then you can easily deploy. There are so many components which have a lot of dependencies. In that case, individually selecting the components and deploy, see the dependencies is very difficult. So in that case, package XML, see now it is deployed. Now I will try to deploy supermarket class. So using package XML in a single shot, we can deploy all the components at a time. Now no error. All supermarket class as well as the product map is also deployed. So this is the individual deployment process, but if we have n number of components, it is easy with the package XML. Now I will build. Previously, we already have these two components. We can add more. This package XML contain lightning component, everything. With this package XML also, we can retrieve all the source code, retrieve all the source code. So right now, I will change the org to source. Previously, I have shown you single components, how to retrieve and deploy, considering the dependencies. Now I am retrieving the complete, all these components, layout, custom tab, custom object. Previously, there are no LWC components here. See, there is no LWC components. Now I will retrieve. I'm retrieving from the source. I again switch it to the source. Or I retrieved all. Now we have tabs to our local machine. We have LWC component employee finder. And the demo object previously also we have retrieved. So in a single shot, we got all the components. Source or containing only one LWC component. If we have n number of LWC components also, all the components will be retrieved as we used star here. Now I am changing the target. Now we have all the components in the folder, project folder. Now I am deploying. I changed the authorized org. Now I'll deploy using manifest. Yes, package XML. Deploy source in manifest to the org. When you deploy this, automatically it will check the API names and it will retrieve from the project folder and directly deploy to the target org. Successful. The deployment is successful. Now we'll quickly go to the target org and check whether all these components are available or not. This is the target org. First, we'll check in deployment status. See, now it is deployed, 943. And we'll check the flow, whether it is deployed or not. This is the flow. This is deployed, unmanaged. Get off. Screen flow. This is the one I deployed, and also we'll check whether a LWC component is available. We followed the same process in the project also. We included all the components in the package XML from different developers. In a single shot, we could move from QA to UI and staging to QA. Check whether we could get that LWC component. Yes. We have the employee finder C. This is the custom component. Okay, this is available here. Okay. So this is a very useful tool. There are many other tools. Every method is having its own advantages and disadvantages. So that's it.
Very neat presentation.
Any questions? Yes, please.
Yeah, very neat presentation, Keerthi. Very nice.
Thank you.
You held us on the seat from the beginning. That's really nice. Okay.
It will take time for sometimes. So I couldn't validate the test class. I have the reports previously. I already validated. That is the procedure to select.
That's good. Swapna, you want to add something?
Any questions?
No. It was good presentation, Keerthi. Nice.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Anyone have any questions? Please.
Like from the VS Code, so no need to go for the GitHub again, right? Directly you can move to the target arc.
Arc to arc, but in the real time, we should always have a version control in between, because who changed what, which line code. So once we retrieve all in the local folders from the VS Code terminal, we can push to Git.
Okay.
Even if it is a small change also, we can do in the VS Code itself, even if it is an LWC component, commit and then push to Git using the command.
Okay. So as a practice, like for just we can just move it to from the source to target, but regular practice should be will be moving from the VS Code to the Git.
Yes.
From there, then the gear set will pick up as a CI/CD process and move on further.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. Super.
Any other questions? Yeah.
And I also suggest everyone to go through Salesforce DevOps Center. All within the Salesforce itself, we can create the pipeline, and it is already integrated with the GitHub. So everyone can go through the DevOps Center. Without use of external application or tool within the Salesforce itself, we can create the pipeline, which is connected to the Git remote repository.
Yeah. Did you check the DevOps Center, Keerthi?
Yes.
Did you try it?
I didn't practice, but I have gone through that completely. Video.
How was it good? So it's like user friendly. It is.
Yes, within the Salesforce org, like how you will access dataloader.io, like that. From the Salesforce org itself, you can have a DevOps center, and you can add as many number of stages. For example, staging, QA, UAT, and production. You can add one more also, and it is directly connected to the GitHub. It is integrated already to the GitHub. Here we have to externally create a GitHub repository, and with that origin we will push the code, right?
Yeah.
There it is automated.
Okay, so we just have to connect with the GitHub credentials.
Yes, connect and also pull requests also. Before accepting the pull request, the team leader will review the code.
Share your screen and just give the brief intro about that.
DevOps?
Yeah.
No, I haven't installed that. I just gone through the video.
Oh, is that okay? Yeah.
We have to install that initially, so that from that time you can access directly from the Salesforce org.
Okay. Got it. Good. And from there, it's not connected with the other systems, right? Only with the GitHub.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Keerthi, is it only GitHub, or we can connect with Bitbucket also?
Any other version? That
version
DevOps center is
control it.
that DevOps center is integrated with the GitHub, as per my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Here in the gear set, we can connect with other version control systems also.
Okay. And the same like any branch, whatever branch we have to,
Yes, yes, we
we
can
wanted
specify
to
the
push,
branch.
we can do.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Like Eclipse, we can have like a clone, a Git repository kind of thing, or is there any
With the
specific
clicks
thing in
only.
VS
With
Code?
in VS Code,
Okay.
VS Code using command we will do Git commands from VS Code to
Okay.
Git. If it is
Okay.
from gear set to Git, directly with the clicks only it will go.
Okay. I mean, if is it possible in future, can you please, make a demo of that and show us? It would be good through
Okay,
VS Code.
okay, sure. Through VS Code to
Actually,
Git, like
sorry. No, actually, sorry to interrupt. So you want to do that from Eclipse, right? So Eclipse is a tool, right? It is a kind of development tool. So you can able to do that from Eclipse also. So there is no much difference from that. Okay. So from a VS Code to the GitHub, it is very similar to Eclipse to GitHub. Okay, it is ideally, right? Hello.
hello. Yes.
Yeah, Keerthi. Actually, the thing is, the VS Code is very similar to Eclipse. Eclipse is also a ideally integrated
Okay.
development environment. Okay, so we
Okay.
can do whatever things we have done so far with VS Code. Okay, so
Okay.
nothing much difference on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Bhaskar, doubt is clear? It's Bhaskar who asked, right?
Yeah, it's a kind
Yes,
of
yes. Yeah, I understand.
yeah, it's a kind of development environment. That's alone. It's ideally okay. That the difference is it is VS Code and the thing is Eclipse. So the
Okay.
thing we have a different
Okay.
environment, development environment. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I mean, mine is this is first session. What all went on last sessions and what you people are going on, I don't know. That's, I mean, just after seeing this, just I asked that doubt.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
I
Okay.
am from Java background, so just I want, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
Bhaskar.
very curious to
Actually,
know
the
the
thing is,
DevOps things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bhaskar. The thing is, if you want to develop something, that is up to Eclipse. If you are in Java, if you are
Yes,
in
yes.
Apex kind of thing, that will be in the ideal layer of VS Code. Okay, so that is very
Yes.
kind of similar things.
Mm-hmm.
The environment is different, like Eclipse and it's a kind of thing, right? Development environment
Mm-hmm.
is different, but the thing is same.
Okay. I mean, same DevOps, like from Bitbucket, Bitbucket
See,
to
Bitbucket,
Jenkins to org again.
See, Bitbucket is one more version control system, and whatever we have, that is also a version control system. Okay. The thing is, we are going to have the same source of truth over there. Then we will be getting that source of truth from there. Okay. It's like Bitbucket is same to GitHub.
GitLab,
thing-
Git
Yeah.
Bitbucket,
I mean,
and
yeah.
GitHub all are
Bitbucket is
version control system.
only having a good UI. That's it. Everything is developed.
Actually, the
Background is
product is
GitHub only.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, product
Yeah.
is different, but the whatever functionality is very
Motive is
similar to the
same.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. The product is
Understand.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. That's correct.
That's right. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you, guys.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much. Yeah.
Bhaskar, if time permits, you can go through the previous pages also. Mother has already explained more about this GitHub things.
Yes.
special
After whatever I
version.
have done, the extension, like once the project modification is done and everything is retrieved, everything is in the local folder, then you can go through the Madan's presentation. Then from this local folder, how you are going to move to GitHub, you can have it.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
No. Actually, Bhaskar, this is very similar. GitHub, whatever the thing you have said is very similar. The thing is, the product is different, but the
Yes.
functionality wise, it is very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Keerthi, and thank you one and all for joining. Special thanks to all the POC3 team. Let's meet back next week. If you have any queries, you can reach out to support team. Thank you. Thank you, Keerthi.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks, Keerthi and Vijay.
Yeah, thank you so much for everyone.
If you are interested to learn Salesforce, visit AJSD Skill Development website. There you can find our course curriculum and you can come know about the list of courses we offer. We are offering Salesforce Administrator and Salesforce Development courses. To know about us and the team, you can visit our About Us section. This is an organization we are doing Salesforce training from 2018 and we have trained and guided 2000 plus candidates so far. And if you also want to know about our placement assistance, visit our placement assistance section where you can find a list of people and category. You can see the list of people who got trained and placed from our side. You can also visit their LinkedIn pages to get to know about our training and also the feedback from the relevant trainees. Okay. And also, if you want to do the course inquiry, click on contact us. You'll see the form. You can fill the form and submit the inquiry. Our team will get back to us.